Hello fellow milk drinkers, welcome back to another Monday Milk Review. My name's Jacob and today we're going to be looking at Allen's Pineapples by Oak. This is one of 3 brand new flavors by Oak. There also includes Fantails and Peppermint Crisp, as well as the Pineapples version. These are only available at Woolworths and stock is pretty limited, so if you can't find it at your local Woolworths, you might have to shop around. But if you are lucky enough to find them, know that you have got a very limited supply item. I had actually put this week's choice to a vote on Instagram, and it was a really close vote between Fantails and Pineapple. However, Pineapple just won out overall with a few votes that came in from outside of Instagram. With the results in mind, this week I'll be looking at Pineapples, next week will be Fantails, and the week after will be the Peppermint Crisp. But without further ado, let's get into the drink. Okay, I've just opened up the packet now. I looked away, so I still have no idea what this looks like or smells like. And it is, wow. Well, I'm not surprised. It's kind of a yellow color which resembles a banana milk. Wow, that smells exactly like the Pineapples lollies. Let's pour it into the glass so you can see it in person. As you can see here, it's quite a pale yellow color. There's nothing too much to note other than it looks quite a lot like a banana milkshake. The pineapple smell is very apparent. I'm suspecting this is going to taste quite a lot like the lollies these are inspired from. But with first impressions out of the way, let's get into the first taste test. I'm going to say it's slightly disappointing because I was thinking of lime as well as banana milk being very refreshing and quite a light drink. I had high hopes for pineapple appealing to that same kind of flavor where it would be very light and refreshing. However, it's just very sweet and doesn't really take too much from what pineapples really taste like. This is obviously far more inspired by the lollies, and with that in mind, this is actually a really close representation of that. Although this is a very honest recreation of that flavour, I don't find it to be sickeningly sweet yet. It's quite sweet, but I don't think it's overbearing as of this moment. In terms of its thickness, it's quite similar to your standard oaks. I don't think there's really too much that differentiates this texture-wise from a normal oak. So it's quite easy to drink. It's not going to really make you feel like you're clogging up drinking something like this. However, I find the flavour will probably not appeal to most drinkers. As I was saying, the sweetness isn't super overbearing, and that almost might leave some people slightly disappointed. I find that its flavour is almost a little bit weak. Do I think that makes great sense? Not really. I'm not really sure why I think that it might be a little bit too weak. It's still quite tasty, however, I don't think there's just enough that makes this stand out to be very special. As I've reached the end of the glass, that's a good indication that the drink is quite tolerable and quite easy to drink. However, I don't think this is a drink that's going to appeal to most people. I think it's an interesting experience, but whether or not you need to try this is kind of a matter of personal preference. I enjoy trying new things. However, I don't believe that this one is an absolute must-try drink. This is interesting, however, I find it more of a small curiosity rather than something that's a nice experience. Overall, I'd probably rate this a 3 or 4 out of 10. I don't think it really is that impressive. It's quite a standard drink with a bit of an odd flavour that I've never really experienced before. Whilst it's not bad, it's not necessarily that impressive either. If you want to try this for yourself, make sure you go down to your Woolworths and see if they have any in stock. I had quite a lot of difficulty finding these. I had to visit 6 different stores to find them all, so keep that in mind when you're looking for these. As said previously, next week we will be looking at Fantails, and then the week after that we'll be doing the Peppermint Crisp. I hope you guys all tune in for those and are looking forward to them as much as I am, but for now, that's all for this week. I'll see you next Monday in the Monday Milk Review. Bye!